How's it going, guys? Disband back at it again with another episode of How to Play Bardock. In today's episode, we're going to be looking at staggers and Blockstrings with this character. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, first thing we're going to do, even though we've already did this in another video, I have to refresh y'all's memory, or newer people that maybe didn't see that other video. But let's look at his frame data. We'll look at this real fast. His 5L, 6 frames, like a lot of other characters in the game. Most big bodies have 7 frame 5Ls. There is some exceptions though, like Cell, for example, is a big body and he is a 6 framer. -3 on block, really safe, really good stagger button. Let's look at his 5LL, -5, safe once again. It's 2M, -5. His 5M is -4 from that range, -3 from there, -2 from there, and at max range, -1. So that button's used for like spacing. If you're really good with spacing with this character, excuse me, which you should definitely be working on, you want to be able to find that range where you can get that -1 5M, which we'll cover here in a little bit. And you know, his 2Ls, -4. The only buttons that aren't safe for him technically, which is the case for every character in the game, is 5H is -8 and 2H is -15. So when you do use those buttons, definitely make sure you know you cancel it into some type of button. Otherwise you will be punishable if they press. Look at some of his block strings now. So for example, you know, you can always cancel this move into this. You can charge it up to beat reflect, although if you do charge it up, be careful because obviously they can mash on that and then you explode, I guess. But at the end of the day, it's a really good, it's meterless, +4. So since it's +4, you can't, you know, fuzzy guard, you can't up back afterwards, you just have to hold it. Also, I'll just throw this in as a little tip. Let's say you use your assist. If you charge this up until like the smoke under you, if you see like the smoke under his feet on the ground, your assist will regen if you do that. And it doesn't even have to be all the way up. Like that's charged all the way up. It's just as soon as you see the smoke. So as soon as you see it let go, your assist will regen. But that's just a little tip. Let's take a look at Bardock's anti-reflect strings now. You do need to delay that 5S slightly right here. Like, as you can see, he would have to reflect that twice. You call assist. You know, you could bait reflect. Always be wary that when you throw out 5S, people tend to like to reflect 5S. I don't know what it is about it. I guess it's just something in a lot of people's mind. When they see 5S, they're like, oh, I gotta reflect this, I gotta reflect this. So always keep that in mind. Alright, let's take a look at an anti-reflect string after Bardock's level 3 now. This is better mid-screen in my opinion than in the corner, but it works in the corner as well. So what you essentially want to do is dash up and then 2L 5M. You want to be as close to the opponent as possible though. So let's get a knockdown. Right there, as you can see, I I didn't do the dash up, right? Essentially you have to micro dash 2L 5M. Let's try this right now. Like that right there. You just want to dash 2L 5M, and that's insane pressure because it's like you're just stuck on them and they can't do nothing. Another good option after level 3 in the corner would be just safe jump JL 5S, or JS I guess. It's an anti-reflect, so as you can see he had to reflect that twice, and if he only reflects once and then gets hit by this key blast, then you just dash up and get a 5L punish. So that's another way to just kind of stay on the opponent, not let them get you off of them, which is what you want to do as Bardock. When you play this character, you want to get in, you want to be aggressive, you just want to oppress your opponent with his staggers, his frame data, all that jazz. Alright, let's take a look at my favorite block string with this team, at least with Cell Assist. And as you can see right here, that's actually an OS. So what I mean by that, it's an option select if you're not familiar with the term OS. And what that means essentially is I get the mix opportunity. As you can see, you know, I crossed them up, did JL, but if they block that and you mash 4S in the air, which is reflect, you'll still get Key Blast. So you JL, 5S if they block, and if they get hit, then you can actually dash up, you know, 5L and get a combo confirm. And as you can see how I showed you, if you mash 4S in the air, you'll actually get reflect if they level 3 like that. And you just, you know, you reflect it, boom, get a 2M punish, 5M punish, 5H2, any type of punish you want at the end of the day. So it's really strong because it beats many options. Definitely lab that. If you use Bardock with a beam, which I do suggest, obviously he doesn't need a beam, but I feel like it's very strong with him. Any type of beam assist, you know, GT, horizontal beams, cell beam, UI beam, even though I do think UIA is his best option if you're going to play that character. But definitely use that block string, because another thing you can do, actually, let me take him off of raw level 3. So if you want to, you instead of, you know, going for the cross up like that, you could go for something like that. And, you know, obviously if they've already seen you cross them up JL once, they're going to be holding back, and boom, you know, they get hit by this. And then once they get hit by that, you know, you could lariat, use the assist to confirm. If you don't have assist, you could do that, lariat, and to vanish, get the confirm. So keep that in mind. That's probably my favorite block string, at least with this team. Vegeta assist obviously doesn't really help with like mixing and block string, is more like a bait tool, but definitely with Cell Assist, if I don't do that, you know, Super Dash Assist mix, really good with Bardock, really good. Definitely, you know, you could go 1 overhead, go 2 overhead, you could empty jump low, you could empty jump low into a grab. There's just so many layers to that mix, and Super Dash Assist mix, and then the other block string I showed you. Must haves, must learns, lab them please if you play Bardock. But as far as this video, that's probably gonna wrap it up. I appreciate y'all watching. If y'all are still here at this point, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that bell icon to be notified when I do make an upload. We'll be continuing this series. Probably have another 2 episodes for this, and then we're going to move on over to the How to Play Super Saiyan Vegeta series. But once again, I appreciate y'all watching. Stay safe out there, and peace out, guys.